Hey, how's it going? Living in Boulder Vlog. It's the 17th of April, 2017, 19. And and it's Wednesday, 2:38 p.m. I think I'm gonna lie down and go to sleep because I think I'm tired because I was here working and then all of a sudden I didn't feel right. Like there's something wrong, and I think that feeling is me being tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. I can't remember even when I got up. I got up, I think, yesterday at noon. So I've been working for 24 hours. Yeah, I listened to some Plato, a few more chapters of Plato, dialogue laws, and but yeah, I didn't like just a few hours, and I was just listening to random YouTube stuff like interviews and stuff, just brain candy type stuff, just like about the the Russian steroid takers. I didn't know about that. Icarus. I think I'll watch that on my TV. I heard it's on Netflix. And yeah, so yeah, I was working on the mountains of Colorado still because they just keep coming at you. You think you have all of them, and then you look, oh look, there's more. And I collected a bunch, but then I lost all of them because a lot of times on two things that I know of on Google Earth, if you create them, it goes down to the temporary folder. Like if you do circles, and then if you do tours, that shoots you down, not into the folder you're trying to get it to, which means that if the program crashes while stuff's in the temporary, you lose it. And I had like 13 things already with their altitudes attached and inside of folders in there already. And I had managed to move like 10 of them into the main folder, but I didn't manage the other ones. And of course, the computer crashed. And so I lost maybe a half hour work. So that's all really. It's not that big of a deal. And then I kept moving and I got farther than I was before. So yeah, I'm just going to work. I don't know how many more days. It doesn't really matter. I'm in a good place mentally. I'm in a good place mentally. And physically, I'm actually solid. I have my system set up where I lay down on my back like this all day long. It's kind of like laying on bed of nails. You know, there's no stress at all in my body at all ever. So I don't have to worry about injuries and stuff. But I am having lung problems. Can't breathe. And I'm running out of Advair, you know, because I have to do my Advair every day. So I have to head over to the place and see if I can get back on some kind of health insurance. Show my financials and stuff, and hopefully it's a health insurance I can actually afford because my money is not good at all. I'm basically hand to mouth in it. But yeah, and I had a joint yesterday because I ran out of edibles day before, like night before last. For some reason, at one point, I was like, "Oh man, let me just ask my roommate for a joint." My roommate always has joints. He smokes like a fucking chimney. Joints. He smokes cigarettes. He drinks. He does all of it. And so I can have a joint whenever the hell I want. And so I was like, "A joint." He's like, "You want one tomorrow?" I'm like, because I smoked the joint yesterday and got all high, but it fucked my lungs. I'm having asthma right now, actually. So, you know, screwy. Okay, yeah, so it's fascinating listening to Plato dialogues, laws, because man, those guys think of everything. I'm gonna have to listen to it again. There's all these parts that I'm like, oh man, I need to do a screen capture of that quote to put in my book right away. They just keep coming at you, man. They all have it all like organized by age. So I'm gonna definitely scope. I'm definitely gonna poach all of Plato's ideas and plug them into Boulder Room. I'm sure Plato would be perfectly happy with that, with me for doing that, because I don't know if anybody actually used his laws idea. It was just his laws that he would make of his ideal city, but I don't think they ever made one. You know, maybe I'm sure a lot of people throughout time have gotten ideas from it. So, but to actually, you know, officially make it law, take his lies, plug it into a real place. I think would be a smart thing to do. Like something that always had to be done, even if it's not even a real world. So that's what I'll do. I'll use Plato's rules for Boulder Room. That's when I go through it, and I'll just think of like words that they said. Control F it, find this stuff real quick. Like the age of. If I Control F the age of, then every time he says the age of, I can just do that and put it on my image capture on the side. That might take a while though. So, I've been talking for 5:40. I think I'm gonna go lie down. I think this is like my favorite time of day because it's the time it's like I work for myself. I don't make any money. Never made a single penny on my website, but so I don't do it for the money. But I work for myself. I guess a lot of people would consider that not having a job, but whatever. So I don't have a job. So that means that my favorite time of the day isn't coming home from work. My favorite time of day is going to sleep because that's coming home for work for me. So this is my favorite time of day. Gets to lie down. Although that's the time of day when I have the asthma attacks and I have to take my inhaler and I'm like, oh fuck, what? One hit less, or whatever. Yeah, I need to get on that. But I did pay my taxes in time. Went over yesterday, just on Monday. Sent in this document, like it brought it into the post office at like 9 at night. But the lady said it wasn't. I already filed my taxes. It was just an amendment, so she says it wasn't a big deal. But if it was, that's how I am, procrastinator. So yeah, hopefully I can get back on some kind of Advair before too long after I run out, because I don't think my lungs are gonna heal, man. I think the only way to heal my lungs of the asthma is to start exercising all the time and this crispy mountain air, and just get my fitness to this highest level ever, that I won't have asthma, and of course stay away from the dust. Don't ever go mountain biking with anybody else, and don't like draft off a truck and stuff like that, Keep the lungs clean. I also have to keep my room clean. My room's got some dust and stuff in there. But anyways, I've talked long enough. Enough lamenting. I look pretty sober though, right now. Getting better as the days go by, and then of course, hopefully, and pretty soon, I'll remember to talk. I'll do talking videos. I'll be able to talk because I'm not so high. I don't think I'm going to start smoking again. Last time I got the edibles, this last time, because I just forgot. I just forgot I was supposed to quit. And then I told my mom, hey, guess what? I got edibles. She's like, you motherfucker. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, no more edibles. And that means my brain's going to clear up and I'll start to be able to do talking videos just like the good old days. But I really want to fix my video page on my website before I do that, so that I can be organized. And that means I'll have to do a transition. And I usually don't do work transitions unless I freak or I'm done with something. Theoretically done with something because I've never finished anything, but so yeah, I only switch when I freak, and I'm not gonna freak, I don't think, but I could, because it's been a while since I've worked on this. Anyways, enough babbling. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Peace out. Talk tomorrow.